Congratulations for your graduation.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me to participate with you in this podcast. So yeah, really, it's really fun. I'm doing it for the first time. So hope it goes well.
So, what are you graduating with?
So right now I've graduated from Kent State with masters in computer science.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's been long because of this COVID hit, and we were not able to take the grad walk actually. After 1 year of finishing my studies, then I had to take this grad walk. So it's been a struggle for 2 years. Then yeah, it really seems fine going to this grad walk now.
So, is it tomorrow or Saturday?
It's on Saturday. Probably, yeah, it's on Saturday.
Did you get all your suit and your gown and
Yeah,
everything?
I'm very much excited to take part in the grad ceremony. Wearing suits, the gowns. I haven't done in the past since my undergrad days, but yeah, I'm really excited to take part in that because
Have you seen one of the previous graduation ceremonies?
like yeah, I've seen some of the ceremonies where my friends had to take part in it. So I just had to see it as an audience, but I really didn't feel how it's gonna be on the stage. So on Saturday I'm gonna experience that. I'm gonna share more.
Have you decided any special step that you're going to do when you take the award?
Yeah, I thought of doing
A dab?
I thought of doing two actually. So the one thing is dab. So one thing is dab, and the most preferred step I really wanted to do is there's a step from RRR that is at the it's an Indian movie. So it was so I want to do that Natu Natu step. So it's basically a mass step that I really wanted to do. So I'm gonna try doing a dab or that step. Mostly I'll do that step, but I'm thinking of doing a dab. It's gonna look simple.
So are you talking about the step in which they are holding each other's
Yeah, right.
waist and
Yes,
doing?
yes,
Then you'll
exactly.
need a partner also.
That's fine. I can do it. I can do it on my own.
You'll have to get those what do you call
Yeah,
it? The
that's
waist
yeah.
straps.
Yeah, that's the reason. So that's what I've planned actually. So I thought of removing my blazer and just loosening my tie a bit. Then I am planning to do that actually. So that's what I really wanted to do there, and really I wanted to show that this is what mass step looks like, or what they call. I don't know what exactly do they call. Yeah.
So uh, so you did your undergrad in computer science.
Yes.
How was it?
Oh, it's so basically in India, is engineering is like you just go into the college, you may make some friends, you enjoy bunk classes and do stuff. But coming so as computer science graduate, I'm telling you that if there are some you need basically a computer science student need to do some programming, right? So we used to have some exams where we used to just mug up the programs really,
The
and
codes?
yeah, the code, and then we used to go into the lab for taking up that exams. So after finishing all the undergrad thing, when I really stepped into this computer world, I felt that I have learned nothing. So I've been really learning a lot of after I stepped into this computer world. These are the things that they teach in these organizations is completely different from what you study in your undergrad or in your master's days.
Yeah, so the thing with working at these organizations is basically when you're studying, you get a general idea of
Right.
writing a code. But when you are working for an organization, you are doing one specific function from that code. So it's
Right.
going to be different. I agree that what you study is not exactly what you implement in real life.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
all our syllabus should be updated.
Right.
So
Yeah.
my Pune University syllabus was updated every 4 years. I think it should be updated every year,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's same for not even computer science. I'm just talking about any engineering field that you choose. Yeah, they should update the syllabus, or they really need to use some practical approach to before sending the people into real market out there.
Instead of the so in Pune University it was 20-80, like 20% practicals and 80% theory. I think it should be 50-50.
Yeah.
So more practical knowledge is important, because that's what you do when you actually go into the colleges.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel the same. So people needs to be trained on that, so that after they enter the organization, they shouldn't feel as like we are struggling a bit, we are struggling a lot. It shouldn't be it shouldn't be a struggle. They should enjoy what they are really doing. So yeah, that's what I feel. More, I think comparing Indian education system with the other foreign education systems, I think Indian education has higher standards, but less practicals than theory, and it has more theory. So these days people are not caring about theories, they just want to prove something. So if a scientist comes and says, so there are some planets as well as some black holes and some other stuff. So so what we people really need is a proof that okay, this planet exists or this black hole exists. So we everyone needs a proof of what they are doing. So linking with these things, we mostly need to see the things clearly. If you can see the things, or you work on those things, then you'll get to know what exactly are we doing.
The exams in India were also difficult.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
were fucking difficult. The exams over here were so easy.
yeah, yeah. Seriously, I agree.
All my master exams were multiple choice questions,
Right,
and
yeah.
it was so easy to crack
Yeah,
them.
that's the problem with our education system. Most from the school, right from your schooling days, they'll kill your all art, any intellectual things that you have, or they'll kill everything, and they're just gonna go with okay, mug up these questions are gonna come in the exam, and then you are gonna go into that exam, you'll get the same questions, or they'll repeat the same questions from previous year's papers. You're gonna write that, and you're gonna score 100 on 100. It's okay, you scored 100 on, it's good for telling your parents or your relatives that I got 100 on. But what did you really learn? That's what matters the most, right? So if you get 100 out of 100 in every exam, and then when you step into the real world and you're facing struggle, then you're facing problems, then what did you study? How did you get your 100 on 100? So it's gonna matter a lot. So yeah.
So nowadays, after I graduated from, not graduated, but after I cleared my 10th standard exam, they started a new rule in Pune, like the board of Maharashtra, that they'll only select best of five.
Okay.
So you have six subjects, and they'll select the best of five subjects, and that will be those scores will be on your actual report card. So most of the students I've seen are above 90%, and plus if you have some national level sports in that, then you sometimes cross 100%,
Right.
which is very wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I feel that everybody should have a liberty of selecting science, commerce, or arts.
Yeah.
Even arts should be given equal importance, because
Right,
not
right.
everybody likes science, but
Right.
most of the parents, our generation parents, are focused on putting their children into only science.
Yeah, yeah.
But even commerce and arts has a lot of scope
Right.
when it comes to education.
Yeah. So when I came into US, right, the first day, I've met a girl. So I'm not gonna mention her name.
Hmm.
So I met a girl, and she said she was into a degree called psychology. I heard that I heard the name of psychology in India, but I really don't know that it's a curriculum or a course in US. When she mentioned psychology, I was like, what is she really doing psychology? Is she not, is she a doctor? I don't know what she said. Then I've looked up, and I could see, okay, there are some psychology courses. Then oh my god, and I've seen many things like criminal studies and these things. So I don't know. So the system here is, they have wider range of courses compared to in our country. So in India, it's like you either want to become an engineer, or either a doctor or a police. That's it. Either a civil servant. That's it. These are the only choices we have. But here, so education system needs to change very badly in India. Yeah.
But nowadays, because of more exposure, people are taking other careers as equally important.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for example, initially, if you wanted to be a chef, like if you wanted to go to a culinary school, then people used to say, hey, what are you going to be, a cook?
Right. Right.
But
Yeah.
now chef after all of these cooking shows that they show on
Yeah,
TV,
yeah.
all the Master Chef shows, Gordon Ramsay and everything. Now all the parents are kind of encouraging their children to
Right.
go and do something
Yeah,
else.
yeah. Speaking of Gordon Ramsay, so people are getting inspired from his in his videos. Even I follow him regularly on a daily basis. After I finish my work, then I start watching YouTube videos. Even though I don't know how to cook, I'll just watch his videos, that how he's speaking on, or how he's making food, and how he's an inspiring thing. Like he'll inspire you a lot. He'll show how he's doing some work. So I think most of the people are gonna get inspired from his, and I think most of the people are gonna choose his path, like becoming a chef. Becoming a chef is a very good thing nowadays. Chefs are also earning more greater money than people in these IT industries or these some computer industries. So I think if you really have a passion of becoming a chef, then go ahead, become a chef. They are not gonna tell anything. In previous days, when I was a kid, they used to say, are you gonna, if I'm saying that I want to become a chef, no, that's ladies work. Now everyone has to do their own work, own cooking, and every even men should do their work.
Basic knowledge of
Yeah,
cooking.
yeah. Basic knowledge of cooking, they should have everything. I don't have, but I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
Yeah. So one of my friend, my childhood friend, his name is Aditya. He became a chef. So he started with engineering, but later he decided he had more interest in culinary school. So he went into culinary school. He became a chef,
Yeah.
and now he is a chef on cruise ships.
Oh my
So
god.
these cruise ships go to Bahamas
Right.
and
Yeah.
several other countries, and he gets to roam. Like
Yeah.
he
Right.
gets
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
visit these
Yeah.
places.
That's
Who
the
would have
advantage.
thought,
Yeah. Yeah.
that becoming a chef,
It-
you could go on ships, you could go visit different countries, and when these ships are docked at some countries, you actually have like 6 to 8 hours to go visit these
Right.
countries. So
Yeah.
he's filling up his passport very quick.
Yeah. 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 So that's the thing. If you are really want to see something, that's the path you choose. If you want to become a traveler, you can travel for free. If you are working on a cruise, you are working, you are earning some money, and as well as you're traveling. So it's a triple advantage, right? So yeah, I really wanted to become, I really wanted to explore places. So I'm gonna tell you an interesting story. That I
Now I'm interested.
Yeah. In when I was studying my sixth grade, I used to see a lot of people while traveling to my school. I used to see a lot of trucks traveling from one place to another. So then I used to imagine that okay, these guys are truck drivers or bus drivers. So I used to imagine that if I become those one of those guys, I can also roam places, or every day I could see a new place or new I could travel to different places. I mostly love driving, so I thought that I could really see some places. Then I've been thinking of becoming a truck driver since then. Till now, even now, if I get a chance, I'll definitely become a truck driver. I'll really love to drive and really enjoy that. I really want to explore places like by driving. I can't travel to outer countries with those trucks, but I really wanted to drive those big trucks. Imagining me as a truck driver is bit I really feel funny about that.
So you were telling your childhood story, but I'm telling you, when I came to Kent State, there was an opening for a Parta bus driver. So Parta is the local transport in at Kent State University. You know it. So I wanted to become a Parta driver, dude. Imagine that. That's
Yeah,
such
yeah.
a cool bus.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get to roam the whole campus, and Kent is a beautiful town.
Yeah, yeah,
Beautiful town.
really,
I
really.
would I would love to drive there for 8 hours, just taking loops over there.
Yeah, really, really. Okay, so if you see it in spring, you'll have different types of colors, and the weather is also unpredictable there. Like yeah, in morning it's gonna be like you're gonna feel like summer. Evening it's gonna rain, and at night you'll feel cold. So there are three types of weather in a single day you can see.
Dude, that fucks up with my body, dude. I
Yeah,
like, if it's warm on a day and it snows on the next day, I feel sick.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
my throat becomes heavy. But I like summers though. I love winters, but winters are good only for 15-20 days
Yeah,
for me. But I would like to see my Christmas white.
yeah.
So Christmas, so the feeling in snow during Christmas, Thanksgiving is awesome.
Yeah, when I first came to the Kent State, I was really excited that I would really ask my friend. Oh, I would check those weather app every day, and I would say, oh, is it gonna snow today, tomorrow? It used to, so after 3 days, it's snowing. Then I used to check. Okay, 3 days. I used to wait, and for the first 2 days, I felt wow, snow. I was looking at the snow for the first time. So wow, it's snowing, it's everything. After 10 days of snow, I felt like, oh, why did I came to this place? I really wanted to go back to my India, because cars were skidding everywhere. We need to drive in the speed limits, or else you are gonna get crashed. I didn't even see that in India. Even if it's winter, or even if it's raining, even if it's there's a thunderstorm, you are gonna drive. If you are gonna drive like you're gonna drive. It's like if you are there's speed limit boards for the namesake, but you are gonna drive 120s, 140 km/h, even if it's if it's raining. Here it's completely different.
Yeah, it's impossible to drive
Yeah,
fast in snow. I've
yeah,
experienced. I've been in ditches several times because my car skid, and my car has low profile tires, so they
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have good grip at all. Uh, some people do have snow tires, a different set of snow tires, but I use all wheel. I don't have enough place to
Yeah,
keep my snow
right.
tires, so I do that. But people from India, they ask me, how do you live in snow? Like, isn't it cold outside? But in reality, it is cold outside, but you don't actually stand outside during
Right,
snow,
yeah,
right? Even if you have to sit in the car, you can start the engine from your home,
right,
sit in a warmed up car, go to places, and everywhere it's warm. Even if you go to a bus stop, it's heated, right?
right, yeah, yeah.
Even if you go to into a public transport, it's heated.
E- e-
So most of the apartments in cold cities, they have carpet, so the floor also doesn't
yeah,
cool,
right,
and every house has a heating system also
right,
along with
right.
the cooling system.
Yeah, even if you're walking, you can just wear your jackets or some gloves if it's really cold, and then you can just go out. I don't think it for the first timers it would feel like okay, they would feel really cold. Their hands are literally freezing. Then after 2 to 3 weeks, they'll get adjusted to it, and they're gonna enjoy that winter weather. But when it comes to summer, really, I feel like even if it's 30 degrees or around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know how in Fahrenheit really. So 30 degrees centigrade. So really feel like my skin burning. I literally feel that I'm in India,
In a
standing
very
in
warm
yeah,
place, hot place.
standing in Thar desert, in the middle of sun, without water or anything. I really feel that. I really feel those skin burns. Literally in summers, if the temperatures rise up, then it's gonna get so nasty that we can't take it.
Yeah,
We should
yeah,
we need to get used to it, and we need to move on. That's
yeah.
it. That's what I think.
But the specialty of US is that there are some parts where it snows, then there are deserts, there are also big cities,
Right? Yeah.
and there are all kinds of weathers over here,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna say so I've been to New York. So I love that city. So I've been to New York like 4 times. From the day that I came to the US till now. So first time when I went, it was in December. Actually, it was so cold. I thought, okay, it's New York City. It has some pollution, so you can have some warmth. Or you can feel warm. I thought that because of the buildings there, you won't even get air, you are gonna get suffocated. That was my feeling when I first entered into Times Square. There were a lot of people roaming around, and there were a lot of smoke coming from
From the roads,
yeah, from the road, not the no,
the
halal,
heating chamber, the
yeah,
halal carts.
halal carts. So I thought, okay, it's gonna be warm. That's fine. And then I've removed the jacket while going in that metro train. So I removed my jacket after getting down in the 7th Street, right? I think it's in the 7th Street station. I came out. It's like I felt, oh shit, it's so cold. It's so cold. I literally my hands freezed right after I stepped out of that metro station. It's so cold.
The worst part is if you have to fix your car during
Yeah,
winters.
yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, So in Ohio, so in Kent actually, so one of my friends came to pick me up from my part-time work. So what happened was we were driving at a speed of 20. 20 is the speed limit that we are going in, and then we did a 360. So the car slipped and we did a 360 in that car, and it went into some trees and it got stuck there. So while it was doing a 360, we were just like this. We were
Did
so
you see the
calm.
last few seconds of
Yeah,
your life?
so calm. We were so calm. We were not even. We are so okay. If it's gonna go into the trees, then we are gone. It's so we were so calm. We were sitting like this, and it went into the trees and it got stuck. So we had to remove that rear bumper off, and then we had to push the car front, and then we had to go home. So I was literally I've removed my shoes so I can go. I was standing up all that day. I literally removed my shoes and I was on my socks. So when that happened, I literally jumped out of the car and we had to push. I literally had pushed that car with my socks on. So it was very difficult. So yeah, colder weather is good, but not when you are driving.
Did you ever slip on ice?
Oh, many times. So not really a nice. So after it snows, there's gonna be if there's a rain, it's gonna form some sleet,
Yeah.
right? Sleet is like if you really want to learn skating free of cost, then you can learn easily with that. Just stay in Ohio or some place states where it's gonna snow, and then you are gonna easily learn the skating.
Yeah.
That's the easy part.
Every season I skid on my bum at least twice. At least twice. Either I'm rushing to work or I'm getting home from work, or either I have a lot of groceries or something in my hand and I slip and I fall.
I've seen many of my so this is the funny incident. So I've seen one of my friend walking in front of me, and I was like walking slowly, and so there were two friends walking in front of me, and there's a girl that slipped. So one of my friend went to catch her, and he fell down. She was okay, and he fell down on his bum, and I was the person standing at the back. So I instead of helping him, I was
You took a
laughing at
video.
him. Yeah, I was laughing so hard, so hard that I don't know. I literally got tears from my eyes. That's how I laughed when he fell down. But really haven't fall down a bit much, but I have fell down.
Have you tried skiing?
No, I
No.
haven't. No, I haven't. I should. I definitely want to try ski. Yeah. So when I was in Kulu Manali, I did paragliding. So people were doing skiing. Then I thought, how are they gonna ski on those wooden things? If some rock or something comes up, if they are gonna fall, what will happen to them? But when I see these Winter Olympics, right? Those are gonna happen in Russia. So in that they are doing jumps, 400 feet jumps, 500 feet jumps. I don't know how are they managing with those big sticks on the or with on their legs. I don't. I really, after seeing that, I literally wanted to learn skiing, and I love some sport games. I really wanted to drive a snowmobile.
Snowmobile,
Yeah,
yeah.
snowmobile. Watching in movies, the way in one of the James Bond movie, he'll be riding a snowmobile and he'll jumps off the cliff and immediately he'll get a parachute. And I really wanted to do that scene, but I don't know if it
So
happens.
these are the two activities I have not tried on snow. First is the snowmobile. So they have snowmobile tours where these instructors, they guide you through the snowmobile trails, and they carry hot chocolate with them. So you get to a spot on a cliff or something and drink hot chocolate. And the second thing I want to do is, have you seen in the movies where there's a sled and there are dogs?
Yeah.
I want to do that
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
That
yeah.
would be so awesome. That
Yeah.
would be so awesome.
Have you ever tried eating an ice cream in when it was snowing heavily, like when you are in a cold place and you really wanted to try eating an ice cream, or instead of hot thing, anything cold?
I've drank water with ice in snow.
So in Hyderabad, that is the city where I live. So in Hyderabad, we have a amusement park called Snow World.
Snow World?
Yeah, Snow World, exactly. So in that park, they'll lock you up in a room for 1 hour where it's gonna snow completely. So they are selling those things. I was shocked literally. So we were enjoying. After some time, we got really cold, and then we wanted to drink some hot coffee or hot
Mhm.
chocolate thing. Then I saw on the menu that there was ice cream, popsicles. Then why are they selling ice creams in this cold weather? It's already cold. Then why do you want to get more cold? Then okay. Then I thought of then okay, let's try this differently. I had that ice cream. I had chocolate ice cream to be precise. So after having that ice cream, I came out within 10 to 15 minutes. My throat started itching. Okay, I thought something went wrong. That's okay. Next day, I got a fever of 101 degrees centigrade. So so it's like my body was burning up. I don't know, my throat was burning. I don't know what was literally was happening. So when I went to the doctor, he said like, you had ice cream in the cold thing, so don't have it. Okay, I've been treated for that fever for 1 week. So that's the impact of 15 having a 15 rupees ice cream when it's snowing. So after that, I've never tried eating anything cold in colder weathers.
So my first snow experience, artificial snow experience, I would call, was Snow World when I was in Hyderabad, and so they actually put you into a chamber first.
Right.
So you need to get acclimated to the cold
Yeah.
weather, and they keep you there for like 4 or 5 minutes. Once your body gets acclimatized to that, then they send you outside.
Yeah.
So this was my first visit to Snow World, and everybody, like, in I saw it on the tickets. On the tickets they have pictures of the Snow World, and they put me in this room. I'm like, is this Snow World? Is it going to snow over here? And I was so confused, but later I realized the importance of acclimatization, that when you have to go into extreme cold weathers first, you just can't go from a warm weather to cold.
Right.
You have to go to a medium cold weather, and then they reduce the temperature in that room, and then they send you to the main room.
Right. Sometimes I feel like after coming from the cold, weathers, I really wanted to enjoy nice big Hyderabadi biryani. So if really you in Hyderabad, you get around 30 types of biryanis. So whatever you name it, you will get there. So Hyderabad is famous all around the world. Hyderabad is famous for biryanis. Actually, so the reason behind Hyderabad being famous for biryanis is actually, some of the Persian people came from Persia to this place, and they started inventing some masala, inventing their food with some masala, Indian masalas. So they eventually found out biryani. And then people started remaking those things, and then they made it into biryani. So nowadays, if you really want to eat chicken biryani, so example chicken biryani, so what type of biryani do you need? So as bhaiya, I need a chicken biryani. Then do you want to be made it in pan? Do you want to be made it in handi? And these are the it's like a big clay pot where they make those biryanis. And bhaiya, you need some dum on it. It's so there are different types of how they make the biryani if you choose a single biryani. So it's so famous. And if you Irani chai is very much famous, pretty famous in
Is it
Hyderabad.
different than the regular chai?
Yeah, it's so good. It's so really good. The best place to have Irani chai is Nimra Cafe, Hyderabad. So you're really gonna love it. So I don't know what it is made up of, but the tea tastes sweet at the same time. You'll feel very much warm in your throat. It doesn't feel like having normal tea. So that's the thing. And
do they add spices to the tea?
no, they doesn't add any spice. I don't think they are just will add maybe more
Ilaichi?
not ilaichi to be precise. So more some milk to it, or I don't know exactly what do they add.
But it tastes different than regular chai.
Yeah, but tastes different than regular chai. If you are in US, then you in Dallas you can get an Irani chai, but not as good as Hyderabad. So Hyderabad, if you really want to get some strong masala food, strong flavors in the food, then you need to go to Hyderabad.
Old city?
Not no old city. So old city, you'll get best mutton paya, and you'll get kebabs there. Kebabs are so beautiful, and when it's Ramzan time, it's a feast. It's a feast in old
Food
city.
orgasm.
Yeah, it's a feast in old city. So wherever you go for 10 feet, for the 10 feet distance you walk, you will find a what do they call a big pot. They will be making halim in there. If you go there, 30 rupees, they'll immediately put it into a bowl and give it to you, serve it to you hot. So mutton halim is it's so good. It's so good.
Dude, so many guys have described Halim to me, but I've never tried Halim in my life.
Oh my god, you really got to try when it's
But I want to try authentic. I don't want to try something in the US.
right.
I want to try. I want to go to Hyderabad during Ramadan time, especially, and try the Halim over there.
So instead of when you get that halim in a bowl, so what you are gonna basically see is mutton thing fine chopped, and then there's a thick layer of ghee on it, and on that you are gonna see some dry fruits, spring onions. So it's so good. So but at the same time it's so fatty.
And then what do you eat with rice?
No, you just have it. You
Oh,
just
is
have
it
normal.
just Halim?
Just halim. It's just halim.
And how spicy is it? Is it spicy?
No, it's not that spicy, but it's so oily. It's not spicy. So you can feel those spices like different masalas in there, but it's not really that spicy.
Do they cook it in tandoor pots?
Yeah, bigger pots. It's so big. They are gonna cook it and they are gonna sell it for around 30 rupees, I think. 30 rupees. So you are gonna find that 10 feet. If you're walking 10 feet from one handi to another handi. So that at the time of Ramzan, so after 6 that thing will be done, right? So
After sunset.
after sunset, exactly after sunset, you are gonna see people, all the people coming out at once, and many stalls will be filled with people. So that time of the year is very good. And there's another festival called Dasara. So the Dasara time, it's you can see lot of colors in Hyderabad, in major parts of Telangana. So it is basically celebrated in Telangana state. So you can see most of the flowers that even I haven't seen in my life. So that type of flowers you will see there. So, and right, political parties do distribute saris for free. And so there's an exhibition ground in Nampalli. So that's in the center of city. So there's a big exhibition ground. So where they're gonna give those saris, and people are gonna stand in line for. It's gonna take 3 hours to get your sari, get your turn to get a sari. So that is what they will do. That is the major thing we do this on Dasaras. So yeah.
And then you put garlands of marigold flowers.
yeah. We do everything. So yeah, and we love cricket. Right? We have one of the biggest IPL clubs, Sunrise Hyderabad, and we enjoy a lot. Like Hyderabad and to be frank, Hyderabad is best city to live in. It has good standard of living, and as well as you have jobs coming up. Like it's not stable yet. It's growing every day. So people are coming, investing in Hyderabad, and most of the people are trying to look towards, if they want to invest somewhere in India, most people are looking towards Hyderabad. Like it's nowadays the IT industry or any industry, it's growing in Hyderabad.
So are they investing in businesses or are they investing in properties?
Businesses, mostly businesses. Properties, properties also. Businesses are the most that is taking very much place. Like in Hyderabad, it's so standard of living is very low, and you're gonna use government is gonna pay for your resources. So that's what is luring. That's what they are trying to lure people from other organizations to establish their industries in Hyderabad. So we've seen Goldman Sachs they have established last year, I think. So they employed around 3,500 people.
Big office.
Yeah, it's a big office. Google established its 12-acre campus.
12
acres. And wow. Amazon has its biggest office in Hyderabad. So if you just drive by through this area called Gachibowli, so you can see all the offices, Accenture, Cap, you name it, you'll just see it.
And with offices there might be good food also.
Yeah, right? Obviously. Oh my god. So there's a street food court near DL. So there's a building named DLF building. So if you go to Hyderabad, if you stay for 1 year, if you make friends and they are gonna ask, hey, did you have food near DLF? No. If you are gonna say no, then they are not gonna agree they are not gonna agree
Everybody
that,
has to have that
yeah,
food.
that you have stayed in Hyderabad. Don't say me that you have stayed in Hyderabad. They will tell that. So DLF has best street food. So at night 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock you go, they'll make hot dosas there. So there are
So
different
three
types of
o'clock
things.
at night.
Yeah. There are more.
So these stalls are open 24
24,
hours.
no, not in 20, not 24 hours. They'll be opened at 6 in the evening, and they'll close at morning 5 o'clock. So these are mostly for the people who are doing night shifts,
Right.
right? So you'll be having so many stalls, whatever you ask, they'll get it. So you'll have that many pani puri, everything, every street food. So so instead of having telling that I'm working in IT company, in a bigger position, even though you are a senior managerial level, you are definitely going to eat there. You are not going to go to a five-star hotel for your lunch, right? You're going to get a small food, simple food for your lunch. It's going to save a lot of time, and there'll be a lot of people, and people coming. See, we try. So for having food near DLF building, so we traveled around 30 kilometers from my house to have that food. So it was that tasty. It's not about the taste, it's about the locality. Like, you'll see a lot of IT guys coming up and lot of beautiful girls coming up. So
That's the reason why you guys go.
yeah. So yeah, just to watch at them. Oh, so when we were in my undergrad days, we went there near DLF, and we sat on a table, and then we were like looking at hey, that girl is so beautiful. Then we used to speak like, okay, that girl is there, that girl. So so people coming from the IT offices, it's like, we are seeing at them, we really wanted to, oh, IT
Work
companies,
in
it's, yeah,
ITs.
IT companies, nice girls, everything. Then this COVID came up, and we started our job luckily, but we were not able to get into that environment exactly.
Dude, I feel very bad for you because since the time you've been in the US, COVID hit.
Yeah,
Did you go to school?
I just had to go for one semester. That too, my classes were class was at night 8:15 p.m. So mostly it was twice a week, but I used to go only once. So it was after that this COVID hit, and uh, we started this online thing. I don't know why people are happy working from home. It's okay, it's okay to spend you want to spend some time with your family, but at the same time, if you go out, instead of sitting around these four walls, if you go out, you can explore, you can see different people. You can have some good connections building, and you can easily put on your, if you get any idea while working, then you can easily put on, instead of telling your team to gather around for a meeting, they planning their available time. It's not that. If you get an idea, you should be able to go straight to your colleagues or team, go there and just talk with them. I like that idea of going into office.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. So I worked from home for 14 months. For the first 5-6 months, it was nice because I was totally exhausted going to the office every day. I felt very nice for the first few months, but after that, it became very old too soon, and I felt a little bit of frustration. Uh, I constantly kept on thinking about things that I didn't want to think about, which were not necessary, which were not helping me, and
Right.
which were instead of my graph going upwards, my graph of thinking was going downwards.
Yeah, right.
My productivity was going low. So when you work from home, there is no time limit.
Yeah,
You
right.
start working in the night. You start working in the morning, and you kind of procrastinate about working, and you take bigger breaks, and you watch some TV programs, or you
Yeah,
do something, and then you realize, oh, it's 5 o'clock and I still need to finish this task. So that task takes you till 9 p.m.
right,
and
right.
then your whole day is gone.
Yeah,
So working from the office, I realized that you go to office from 9 to 5, 8 to 5, 8 to 6, whatever time you go. And whenever I leave office, I don't touch my office phones. I do, like my office phone is separate from my personal phone. I don't even look at that phone. So that gives me that gives me a feeling of a house.
Right.
When you're
Yeah, yeah,
working from
yeah.
home, you don't feel that you are at home,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
always feel that you are working. So the best option is keep a separate bedroom
Right,
if
right.
you are working from home, and then don't go to that bedroom after 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Or keep a separate office space.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you merge it into your living room, then you when I was working from home, I couldn't differentiate between weekdays and weekends. Right
Right.
now,
Yeah, yeah.
when I'm working from the office for 5 days, I am really looking forward to weekends, and weekends are more fun.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Although I don't like going to the office every day, I would like to have a more hybrid kind
Hybrid
of a
thing.
structure
Yeah.
where I have to go 3 days, 2 days, and then work from
Yeah,
home
yeah.
for.
This is the worst phase. This is the worst phase of life in our generation, in our era. So after the Spanish flu thing, it's been 100 years. It's been a century that we have seen this type of pandemic. I don't know if it's a pandemic or an endemic. If it's gonna end, because they are saying people are talking about new strains coming up, people dying. So I exactly don't know. So yeah, this is the worst phase for all of us. But if you are a bachelor, I really feel that if you are a bachelor and you don't have a family to look after, then it's best to go into office. If you have family or kids, then it's okay, then you would feel okay working from home is good, so that you can spend your time with kids, you can see your kids growing up, everything. So that's what I feel. Work from home is best for the people who has families.
Right. And the other thing I realized working from home was I put on so much weight, dude. I put on like 10 kgs because I used to we become lazy, right? we
Yeah, yeah,
eat we eat at the same place, and we sleep at the same place.
yeah,
We are sitting on the couch all the time. We don't feel like going
yeah,
outside.
right,
when
exactly.
you when you're working from the office, you become so active.
Yeah, yeah,
And as soon as I started going back to work, I lost whatever 10 kgs I'd put. I lost 10 plus few more kgs. So right now I feel very nice and fit,
yeah.
dude.
The advantage, I have an advantage with my body. How much ever I eat, I just look fat, but I don't gain much weight. So yeah, so I've been to Dallas for about a month. So it's like I've been having every food every Indian food. And when I checked my weight, so before going to Dallas, I was 57, and after Dallas, I was 57. I haven't gained weight or lost weight. So that is the advantage. I feel that is the advantage for my body.
Dude, Dallas has such good Indian eateries.
Yeah, yeah, really.
I've been to many South Indian restaurants in Dallas. I've been to some Juhu chowpatty kind
Yeah,
of
yeah, actually,
restaurant
yeah.
where you get pav bhaji, those sandwiches. I've been to Faluda places.
Oh, Faluda is too good in Dallas. So if you really want to, so yeah, in Dallas there's a place called San Antonio. It's a city.
Yeah, yeah.
So in San Antonio you'll get what do you call it? Toddy drink. So it's a different type of alcohol that is available in Telangana in my place. So for bottle it's 5 rupees, 5 rupees per bottle, and it's freshly taken from a tree.
Yeah.
So after
What fruit is it?
it's they call in Telugu they call it munja.
Okay.
So I don't know what do they call it in
In
English.
Pune, they sell Neera. So
Yeah,
Neera is the more
yeah. The thing,
processed.
yeah, the thing which has, it will be white inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will. If you put it in your mouth, you'll feel like water. So it's that type of fruit. So it is made from that. And if you are really want to have that, it's a tradition where you have where you can in Telangana. So you should have the drink for sure. After many years I've seen that drink in San Antonio. So I've studied that, searched that in an Instagram post. So I thought of getting that, but I've been to San Antonio, but I didn't get that. But in Austin, in Dallas, I got a toddy drink. So it was made from other thing.
Did you do the San Antonio River?
Yeah, river walk. Yes, river.
But did you go into
That
that
cruise?
boat?
Yeah, yeah. We did that cruise, and he was explaining everything, and we were like, it's okay. He's gonna keep on talking. We will just take some photos. That's it. But that's not it's not like a taking a river that cruise in Chicago, that he will be explaining that building is this. It doesn't have that structural impact, but you can see nice pubs on the way.
Yeah.
You can say, so while going on that boat, you can say, okay, I want to visit this pub. Okay, next I'll go to this pub. Then you can see the menu there. Okay, I'll have this drink now. You'll fix that, and after getting down from the boat, you will go into that pub, we'll start drinking. So this is what happens.
So so in San Antonio, for the first time, I saw that you could carry your alcohol outside.
Yeah. It's also on the river walk. So basically on the river walk, they have set up all the tables, so just beside that river, and you can carry your drink outside, you can drink, but you are not gonna like that smell. That smell of that river really is like sewer. It's rained the next day you'll literally feel like you're sitting in a sewer,
because that river is not natural.
yeah,
right?
that is
It's
not
artificial.
natural.
So
Yeah.
they build that kind of river to enhance the look of the city, and
Right,
to
yeah.
attract
Yeah.
more tourists to that city. But I think it's still a very nice
Yeah.
river walk, and
Texas.
a very a good area with a good vibe.
Yeah. Texas has good places, man. Good place. Austin also has Sixth Street, so it's famous
Oh,
for its.
dude,
Yeah.
Sixth Street was awesome. I've been drunk there. Like, I don't even remember what happened that night.
Sixth Street is crazy. If you are gonna go, you need to go pre-boost. If you go pre-boost, then you are gonna come out of Sixth Street heavily drunk, but in less amount. So that is the best way I would suggest people do this before going to Sixth Street. So that in Dallas you'll get nice Indian food. In Houston, I haven't been to Houston, but my friends say that. So there's a Maharaja thali you get. So it is an Indian style of thali for $40. So how much ever you eat, they'll refill. Like if you
Unlimited thali.
unlimited thali. So
Hmm.
it's like that. So yeah, Houston is good. For the it's a beside that state you have New Orleans. It's a party state
I've
of
never been to New
party
Orleans.
city of yeah. New Orleans is a party state of US. So they call that party city.
Yeah, what is it? The Bourbon Street?
Yeah, the Bourbon Street. You can see people puking literally on the road.
Yeah, so they have a festival called Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a festival in February where they have huge carnivals. So they decorate those trucks, and they do a carnival. People are dancing, throwing those necklaces with beads and all, and everybody's
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
All US festivals, I think, is all about drinking.
Yeah.
Like
Same
none of the festival go non-alcohol, like dry.
Even on Christmas too, they drink some
Christmas, St. Patrick's, Thanksgiving, Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend.
Yeah,
It's all about boozing.
Every day ends in a drink. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I've seen a lot of. So in Dallas, I've seen people. So they start in the night every day. This is every day. They'll start drinking at 9 in the evening, and they'll end at 2 a.m. I don't know what will they do the next day. So so I don't. I hope people are crazy these days.
Perks of working from home.
Yeah, people are crazy these days. They want to be before when people are going into office, they would feel like, okay, tomorrow I need to go to office, so I'll drink on Friday night. Then I'll take rest for Saturday, and then I'll go out with family on Sundays to a lunch. Then I'll start Monday fresh. So these days people are drinking every day they want.
So the thing with drinking in India is that you have to make an occasion to drink, because drinking is looked down upon.
Yeah.
Right? The society doesn't accept you drinking. So it is only an occasion where, somebody's family members have gone out, and then you call your friends and you sit. So it is said that you come and sit and drink. So in US, it's considered that, if you're going somewhere, alcohol is going to be there.
Yeah.
And so that is an option to every place you go.
Right.
There is going to be alcohol, plus there is going to be something else.
Yeah. So in India, when this COVID thing hit, and it was slowly going down, and lifting those restrictions up when they opened the liquor shops. So it's like they were counting. It's like they were counting the movie collections. It's like okay, today Karnataka has crossed 3,000 crores in liquor sales. Then the next state beating it. Then the next state beating it. So okay, next day Maharashtra has crossed 4,000. West Bengal has crossed 5,000. So so people were feeling proud. So in the whole India, Telangana has highest liquor sales in that when they opened the wine shop. So they made around 8,000 crore turnover. So people were telling that okay, they were celebrating that their liquor revenue is more. I don't know why did they did that, but they were like counting. Okay, okay, this is the one making 4,000. Okay, we have to beat that. They were like beating cricket. They are playing cricket, so we need to beat that score. They're so determined to beat those rates. I don't know why people are so crazy after this COVID thing hit. People were buying stocks and stocks of liquor. Oh my god.
Did you read about the articles where these two people, they couldn't find alcohol and they drank 100% alcohol that
Yeah.
was supposed to be for
Yeah,
sanitizers?
yeah. So I've seen many people. So many addicts in New York. So when if you are in New York, when you see people drinking mouthwash so that it has some alcohol in it.
They drink mouthwash.
Mouthwash. Yes, I've seen people.
I've
I've
heard
seen,
this for the first
I've
time.
seen people drinking mouthwash. So it has some alcohol percent or what do they say? I don't know exactly. So I've seen drinking the people drinking that, the
So it
homeless
gives them
people.
the buzz.
I think so, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so it's so annoying. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
feel.
So drinking alcohol, you shouldn't go out of control first.
Yeah,
You should drink where you can enjoy.
right, right.
You shouldn't drink where you are a drunk and then you get into a hangover the next
Yeah,
day.
if
Maybe one or two drinks are good.
yeah, yeah, one or two drinks are good, but if it's a party, then 3 4 drinks are fine. But if you are going out of that, then it's like if you are partying on Friday, if you're partying till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning, the whole Saturday is gone with your hangover.
Dude, the worst thing is shots.
Yeah,
You don't
I
realize how
hate shots.
strong the shots
Yeah,
are.
yeah, I hate
They
shots.
some of the shots don't taste good.
Yeah,
And you drink those, and after few shots you realize, oh shit, I'm gone.
yeah. Shots are like easy intake of alcohol. Just you need to gulp it in, right? You'll get some high for some time, but then it's not really enjoying. You'll just get high. It's not that good. But if you really want to enjoy drinking, take it slowly. Sit with friends, take it slowly, so extend that conversations like we are doing now, right? So it would be good, it would be nicer. I think I don't want to have shots. I don't like it.
You know what I like? I like micro breweries,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
these small breweries, they have their own set of beers. They make their own beers. They also have beer tours, and you can take samplers. What do they call, flights? they
flights.
call they call it flights. You can just taste flight, whatever
Yeah,
you like, you can drink it. So micro breweries over here are really nice.
yeah. Every state I've been to, I've tasted their state made draft. Like for the Ohio, there's something in Columbus there's something called some draft, and in NC you'll get in Texas you'll get a Texas draft. It's so good, it's so good. In NC also there's a famous drink. I don't remember exactly. So so these types of every state has their own draft beer. So if you are really into beers, if the every state you visit, you got to try that beer. It's okay. It's fun to try.
You know what the fun part was? That me and Arjun is, by the way, sitting right next to us but not talking. So me and Arjun, we went to this place called Wild Eagle,
Okay.
and it has beer vending machines. So you have to pre-fill your card, and every tap has a sensor. You just press your card against the sensor, and you can pour beer into your glass, and it charges you according to the ounce. And then that the balance in your card get reducing, and they have like 36 or 37 beers on the tap, so you can literally try all of them.
So this should be this literally should be in India. If it's in India, so we see people near that pumping thing, right? They'll pump water, so they'll get their big 25-liter tins, and then they'll fill it up. They'll just swipe that card, and they'll just fill it. After some days, what they do is they start removing that machine and taking out those kegs, and they start to steal kegs, and they'll enjoy it at their homes. But yeah, it should be definitely, those systems should be there. Like,
dude, 3 weeks ago I brewed my first batch of beer. It was a great experience. So it takes around 4 hours to brew your batch of beer.
like what did you use in, like which flavor did you add?
So there is this website called Northern Brewers.
Mhm.
You get brew kits from them, and you get a brew. So you get a beer kit, and you get a brewing kit. So the brewing kit has all the equipment that you need. So you need a gas or a burner that you already have. Then they give a huge kettle in which you can make the beer. There are a few buckets in which you can store the beer, and they give you bottles in which you can fill, and there is a bottle, some tin caps, and there are closer with which you can pack your
Beer.
tin on the beer. So, and then you have to buy a brewing kit. So there are multiple flavors like IPAs. You want IPAs, you can buy IPAs, or draft beer, or whatever type lagers, or
Mhm.
whatever. You can buy that kit, whatever flavor you like, and each flavor has an instruction sheet of how you can make it. So basically, that big kit, you can make 5 gallons of beer, which is like 50 pints. And you have to boil water first, and then you have to put grains. So every beer has grains, so you have to put grains. And then after the grains, you have to put whatever hops you have.
Right.
And then after putting the hops, you have to sit there, brew it for like all the sugars are.
You should keep on stirring it, right?
Yeah, you should keep on occasionally stirring it. Then the temperature should be maintained, and everything should be sanitized. If it is not sanitized, then the fermentation process won't happen. So the sugars are then it's a sugary syrup.
Mhm.
The base of the beer is very sugary, and then you pour that sugary syrup into a bucket, and in the bucket you put yeast.
Yeah,
So yeast are those microorganisms
Right. Ferment.
that create the fermentation
Right.
process. So it takes around 2 weeks for the fermentation, and after 2 weeks you have to pour into another beer, and then a little bit more fermentation takes place. So it takes 4 weeks, and after 4 weeks you can either keg it, or you can bottle your beer. And then after that also, you have to add some some type of CO2 or something to the beer, so that it gets aerated.
Right.
And then only then you can consume it.
Oh,
So it's a very long process.
Drinking is easier than
Drinking is easier. Just
making
buy
your own beer. Yeah.
just buy a 6 pack. But still, you can you can play around with different flavors, right? You can put.
Yeah.
Arjun was telling me he drank a chai beer.
Chai beer. Oh.
Yeah, and then in Pune, these two brothers, one of the brothers studied at Chicago, and he started his microbrewery in Pune, and he makes all the Indian fruits that are locally found in Maharashtra. He makes those beers from those flavors.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That's a really good one. That's
Good idea, right?
Yeah, I really want to try those things, but I couldn't. I don't have that much patience. I really want to try how to make a whiskey, but whiskey, it's a long process. I don't know how do they make it, but I want to try making a whiskey.
So the thing with whiskey is that the source of water, it matters. So
Right, yeah.
why do you think there are so many what do you call a brewery? No, what is whiskey? Distillery. Sorry, thank you. So there are many distilleries in Kentucky because the water is good.
Right, yeah.
So if the water is good, so if Jack Daniels is there, Maker's Mark is there, and there are many other smaller ones too, but these are like the two big names.
Right, yeah.
So they are there because the water is good.
Yeah.
And I've been to a distillery. It's a very nice process.
Yeah, I haven't been. I really wanted to go into distillery, But see, making these all, instead of making these all, drinking is, these are easier. Just you will drink for the, you'll spend 30-40 around it, 30-40 bucks around it, and then you'll have for the it for the night, and then you'll get a nice sleep. That's the thing I know. That's the only thing I know. I don't have that much patience to make my own beer or make my own whiskey thingy. I can't wait for 4 weeks so that I can drink a beer.
So my friend who taught me how to make beer, he makes a lot of beers, and his roommate too. They have a big board in their house, and they've written each flavor, and then you can also measure the alcohol content. So you have to measure the density of the liquid before fermentation and after fermentation, and so there is a formula which you can apply, with which you can know what the alcohol content is. So they've made beer up to 15%, dude.
Oh my
So the
god.
regular beer you drink is how much? 5-6%.
Yeah, right.
Imagine drinking 15% alcohol.
Yeah,
If wines have that much amount of alcohol,
yeah.
some of the whiskeys do, but beers usually don't
Don't
have.
have, yeah. It feels like studying chemistry again when you're making your batch of beer. Mixing yeast, finding those formulas, writing. It feels like completely studying a new branch of chemistry. It's
Dude,
like,
few years ago for the 31st, we were in Miami, and we found a hole in the wall, kind of a micro brewery over there. And they had a beer called Father Francisco.
okay.
Arjun, you remember Father Francisco? Dude, it had 11% alcohol. Everybody was fucking drunk. Like in 2 beers, everybody was drunk. It was such a fun night, and it was awesome, dude. Everything is so. What is the food that you'll miss the most if you leave US?
If I
The
leave
the
you,
the American food that you don't find in India.
I think I don't I mostly really love IHOP food. So
Pancakes.
yeah, no, not pancakes, the spinach mushroom omelette, I really like it. I think that would be the thing I would miss, and the other thing would be Italian pasta. So I've been to a restaurant in Boston, in Rhode Island, sorry, in Rhode Island. Its name is let me get it. So I don't exact
Italian restaurant.
Some Italian restaurant, but it's so famous. So you'll get the pasta was so nice, so nice. Literally, I've drove 40 miles to get that pasta again next week on in at the next weekend. So it was too good. It was too good. And I also had this Spanish paella. So so in that they gave me 6 kinds of fish, including prawns, mussels. I don't know really. I had six types of fish. The box was this size, and it has some Spanish rice on it, and some green peas, and all the fishes were there. And after opening that, I could literally feel the smell that I'm in the sea. I'm in the sea having this food. So there were prawns, there were oysters, there were mussels, there were something else. So that is also the thing. I mostly don't consider non-veg, but in the non-veg I like that. So yeah, and that would be the most. I think that would be the Italian. And being in America, I love European food, so I don't miss. I didn't really have what exactly American food, so I don't think
But
I'll
most
miss.
of the chains in the US, like different cuisines from different countries, they are most of them are Americanized, right?
Yeah,
So they have an American touch to it. So I don't know sometimes how authentic food is going to taste, because you taste Indian food also over here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There are only few restaurants that have authentic Indian taste.
Indian, yeah.
Other than that, all other restaurants are Americanized. um, the food that I miss the most is B-dubs. The wings from Buffalo Wild Wings are awesome, dude. Next level. More than the wings, their sauces are good.
Yeah, yeah, sauces I like it.
Asian zing.
Parmesan garlic, right?
I a Parmesan garlic is okay. Asian zing is good.
Mango
Mango habanero
habanero.
is one of my favorites. Thai curry I eat it sometimes, but nowadays they've started making it very salty.
Yeah. So it should be like if you are opening a chain of different cuisine in US, it should be like, I feel like it should be proper. If you are opening a Chinese cuisine, it should be proper authentic Chinese cuisine. You should not give an American touch to it. So people can if you have that food, okay, it would they would feel like, okay, they are having really having Chinese food in China, the ambience. And I feel that if you are having a if you are opening a cuisine, it should be like that. And yeah, introducing American style in it, I don't it more it's majorly spoiling the dish. So right, you will, if you are introducing some American touch to the Indian food, you'll be missing all the masalas, all the spices in there. So if you really want to taste the being an American, really want to taste an authentic Indian food, then go into an authentic, then it should they should be able to have Indian food, proper Indian food.
But the thing with chains is that these chains are, most of them are fast food, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
when you have to make fast food, some of they generally don't make things from scratch. Half of the things are
Yeah,
preserved,
yeah.
half of the things are fresh. They mix it each other and come up with a dish.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. But there are a few authentic restaurants, like right by my house there is one Vietnamese place. So it's a family owned place. So most of these family owned cuisines that are from outside the US, they'll give you authentic
Yeah,
food.
right. Yes, 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 yeah. I don't understand this concept, the frozen food concept. So when I was in India, I haven't seen this frozen food concept. I don't, maybe I haven't seen, or I don't know. So it's like you would see that the ready to eat thing, right? Cooked in that 22 minutes. You just need to heat it in your microwave, and you will get that food. But after coming to the US, I've seen lot of frozen food. So I literally, in my master's days, I literally got habituated to it, like having a frozen roti that you just throw it on your pan and it gets heated up, and having frozen curries. I don't, if you want, so yeah, I don't really understand the concept. It's not good. Then why do you encourage frozen stuff? You have, so you would be getting lot of fresh fruits and vegetables in US, they say. But people mostly encourage this frozen stuff. I don't know why. And this, and the style of eating raw food. So if you go into cheese chains, Subway or thing, they'll feed you, so if you are asking lettuce, they'll just put some
Cold lettuce.
yeah, cold lettuce just by chopping. So it's like eating grass. I don't feel like raw tomatoes, raw cucumbers, raw meat. I don't. I worked.
Yeah,
Worked
raw
in
meat is the
Subway.
worst.
Yeah, I don't know how do they eat raw meat without even eating. Some people don't ask if you don't want their meat to be heated up. I don't know how do they eat it.
Sometimes they smoke it and then refrigerate it so that it's cold meat, but it's still smoked, so it is somewhat cooked but not fully cooked. But some of the sushi, if you go and eat, it's raw fish.
Yeah, yeah, sushi. Yeah,
I can't do sushi, dude. I mean, the thought of eating raw fish, like it kills my desire to eat
right,
sushi.
right.
Right?
But
I can't do
yeah,
that.
I love sushi. I don't eat wasabi that they give
Oh,
with
that
sushi.
wasabi is fucking hot, dude.
Yeah, yeah, I don't eat, but when I go into sushi bars, I would eat around 10 to 12 sushi in a stretch. I love sushi. Sushi those things are small, and I like the way of holding it with chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
I show it to my friends that I could hold it. I'm really able to, when I go into these types of restaurants where they give chopsticks, right? So for the first 2 minutes, I would be struggling with it. Then if I was able to catch a thing with those chopsticks, then I would be showing it off to my friends. See, I was able to easily do it. So then after the next time when I go into it again, the same repeats.
Yeah, because you have to keep it in practice,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Some of the people, they even drink soup with chopsticks.
Oh,
Have you seen those videos?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen many in Japan. How I don't know how do they eat their rice? They just eat with chopsticks. I feel it funny. Why with if you have spoons and forks there? Why with chopsticks? Yeah, I know wood was there. You have lots of trees. I agree with those things. But why chopsticks? You can eat with a spoon, right? That would be easier.
Yeah.
It would. Yeah, it would take save a lot of time on you.
So when I was in India, I wasn't exposed to so many different cuisines. because my liking was only few restaurants, and out of that few restaurants only specific menus. I never tried new food. But after coming to the US, I went into different cuisines.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I tried Mexican food for the first time. Tried Chinese food. Like Indian Chinese is different Chinese, but
Yeah.
Chinese food for the first time. I tried Japanese food for the first time. I tried Korean food. I tried American food.
Right. Yeah.
I tried different kinds of meats, and the meats that you don't get in India. Like I've tried steak, I've tried deer, and it's so good food, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I've in New York. New York is the most diverse city, right? So you get every cuisine that is there in the world. So once I went to this restaurant called Chama Mama.
Hmm.
So it's a Georgian restaurant. So people doesn't know. I didn't even know where Georgia exactly was. So then when I googled it, there's a country called Georgia. So if I ask people where's Georgia, then Georgia, Atlanta, it's in US. So it's a so that their deserts are so awesome, and their anjeers, I don't know what
Fig.
fig sauce was so awesome that so, and their mimosa, so that drink is made with vodka and peach. So it was too good. So that Georgian has different style of cooking. So their bread is like a it's round in shape with some pointed edge, and you'll get some butter, cheese, and egg in it. So it's so they call it ajruli or something. So it's so good. You get different type of pork or different type of beef there. It's so it is so good. And street food, coming to street food, halal guys.
Halal guys is the best, dude.
Halal guys
Is
is,
the best.
yeah, halal guys is best fast food you get. So you just go there. I mostly prefer falafel. So falafel with some lettuce and tomatoes and 3 swipes of white sauce and 1 swipe of red sauce, please. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be really awesome. So yeah, these types of food. After coming to this, you can explore a lot of food options.
So, have you been to Firehouse Subs?
Firehouse Subs. I no, I really like Subway. I haven't been to these.
Dude, if you like Subway, you should go to Firehouse Subs, and you'll look. Subway is like 1 out of 10. Firehouse sub is 10 out of 10. Try their turkey sub. Their turkey sub is awesome, dude. Their bread is also freshly baked. Their turkey is warmed up, and they usually don't put a lot of veggies in that. Maybe a few jalapenos, or sometimes there's mustard sauce. But their subways are awesome. Sorry, it's not subways. Subs are really nice. And this Firehouse sub was, I think, originated by a fireman. So any Firehouse sub restaurant you go to, there'll be a fire truck inside the restaurant, and all of it is themed as a fire department.
Oh,
So it's nice. And the other thing I'll miss after going to India is Cold Stone ice cream. Cold Stone, have you been to Cold Stone?
yeah,
Dude, Cold Stone ice cream is so nice. So their ice cream is creamy. Most
yeah.
of the ice cream I eat is icy, but their ice cream is creamy. And then my favorite flavor is dark chocolate with cheesecake and
I love
roasted
cheesecakes.
almonds.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, yeah. So in Dallas you get all all these types of ice creams, right? So you will get all the authentic Indian ice creams. That is also that the place is in Austin exactly. So you'll get all so I've tried a pista faluda. So it was so good. It was so good, but he messed it up with adding lots of couscous. It was so good that you'll get different types of ice creams, man. That is also good.
Summer's evenings would be so nice with
Yeah.
Faluda, man.
Yeah, in India, in India, if you are playing cricket in your summer holidays, right, from 12 you would be starting at in the afternoons at 2 o'clock that time. So then you would be feeling very thirsty. Then suddenly you would be seeing
Gola wala.
ice cream guy coming in, and he's ready to sell ice creams. Then we will be looking at him. We wouldn't be having any money in our pockets. So we would be looking at him. He would also stare at us, and then after some time he used to leave. Then after some days, what we usually do is we used to get some money. If we are planning to play cricket, we used to get some money. He used to come. We used to buy 5 rupees ice creams, and then we used to have and we used to play. So summers was, if you are a kid and if you are a kid and it's summer, then it's a 3 month happiness for you.
Dude, I miss summer holidays, man.
Yeah.
I miss summer holidays working in the past 6, 7, probably since the time I've started my engineering, or maybe 11th and 12th. I've never experienced summer holidays.
Yeah.
I want 3 months to myself. Like, do nothing, sit on the couch, play cricket,
Yeah.
do something, help my mom do something, get groceries from
Yeah.
outside, cook food. I want to do that kind of
Yeah.
summers. We don't get it.
Yeah.
But if you're working in academics over here, you get summer off.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, when I was doing my masters, right, so we got this COVID thing hit, and we were like around 25 people. So we used to people were dying of that pandemic, and we 25 to 30 people used to gather and we used to play cricket. So it was that summer holidays went on. I really want those days back. After coming into this IT industry, working hard, I feel like I need break for myself for at least 3 months.
Dude, in the past 7 years, I've never got a break more than 2 weeks, more than 3 weeks. I'm constantly working, man. I need a 1 year break at least.
Yeah, seriously.
People
Yeah,
in academics, they get sabbaticals, 6 month, 1 year.
yeah, right.
That would be awesome, dude. Like, get
Yeah,
a sabbatical. Or maybe sometimes I feel like they should still keep me employed, but I should be able to go to India for 6 months and then come and resume my position back.
yeah, right. I also so I feel the same every day. So I wake up. They just, why don't they just give me a salary for free, so that I could just chill and I could enjoy my holidays. Yeah, I really wanted to do that actually, but nowadays how we cannot even do.
So in Hyderabad, the places that I have eaten biryani is Paradise and Bawarchi.
Oh, no, no.
Shitty places.
No, Paradise is, so if you are so there's a place called Paradise. Place itself is named after that
Oh,
restaurant.
that area.
It comes before Secunderabad.
Hmm.
So that area is named after Paradise. So it's the only thing that if you're having biryani, that is the one thing. But if you want to have a proper authentic biryani, then you need to get into Shagos. Shagos is
Dude,
awesome.
you told me about Shagos.
Yeah.
Next time I need to
Yes.
try Shagos.
People going into Hyderabad, my advice is this: go to Shagos, go to Mehfil, go to Charminar, have mutton paya.
So where in Charminar? Anywhere?
Charminar anywhere, yeah. Go to Nimra Cafe, have Nimra Cafe is in Secunderabad, have Irani chai. Go to that, right? Go to Tang Bund, get a fresh what do they what chana
Is
in
Tang Bund the lake between Hyderabad and
yeah,
Secunderabad?
yeah,
Okay.
right. Yeah, so
So what do you get at Tang Bund?
chana thing, right? That they wrap it up in paper with the artistic thing.
Yeah.
You'll get that. That is too good. That is too good. And also, so yeah, there are a lot of places. If you really like forts and all, you can
Golconda?
go to Golconda. There is Taramati Baradari. There is Falaknuma Palace. There is everything you want. If you want to go to amusement, there are lots of Ramoji Film City.
Dude,
The best
Ramoji
thing.
Film City is so awesome. So I've been to Ramoji, and then I've been to Ramoji like thrice because I just loved it.
School
Every time.
people they take us to
No,
Ramoji Film City.
I went on my personal trip. My parents took me. But I used to fight that next summer holidays, I need to go to Hyderabad and explore it more. I just like the city. It's a very good city. I've been to Karachi Bakery, Golconda Fort, Salarjung Museum, Sudhakar Museum,
Birla Planetarium,
Snow World.
Yeah, so you can so Hyderabad weather is also very supportive. Like you don't have beach so that it gets sultry. Like you don't have no humidity. So major cities in India all are at the seashores only. Like considering Chennai, Bombay, Delhi, not Delhi. Bombay and Kolkata, Goa, everything. Delhi is so polluted, and Bangalore is also good. Bangalore has very nice climate. So these two cities you will get nice. The weather is good, and in Hyderabad these days now it has become polluted, but previously In summer it used to be 40s in the morning, in the till evening. After 6 it would go down to 23, 24. So you could feel that cool breeze coming to your face. So that's good about Hyderabad. So I can keep on continuing talking about my city, but I really wanted to go there and have some spend some quality time there. But we come for something else, searching for something else, leaving something else. So right.
Yeah, so if like it has advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
Like if you leave your country, obviously you are going into a different country. You don't get the culture,
Yeah.
you don't get the vibe of festivals, you don't get your relatives, you don't get your family.
You need to stay in your limits.
Yeah, you need to stay in your limits. You can't do a lot of
Yeah.
shenanigans. In India, if you're there, you can do whatever you want,
Yeah,
however
right.
you
You'll,
like it.
yeah, and you will have a lot of family support. You never feel down. Even if you even if you feel ever feel depressed or down, there would be a lot of people around you to support. Here, if you don't have friends, then you are a complete mess.
Dude, one thing in US, people don't pick up phones. Like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you call your friends, they will never pick up your phone. Later they'll text you, oh, I was busy, I'll text you back. Like,
yeah.
why are you busy? Why can't you pick up a friend's phone, dude?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why people show that signs. But in India, if they don't pick up the phone, you'd keep on calling them. Phone, leave the phone. So at the some point, one point or the other, he should definitely leave the phone.
Yeah.
So
I used
so
to call my friend's mom's number. I had that. I used to call their moms and ask them, where is my friend? Why can't you ask him to pick up my call?
yeah, it's so yeah, India nowadays. So people who are planning to return, so these days everyone's basically look for money, right? So India is also growing, and it's also giving some money, like you'll be getting a lot of money salaries if you.
Yeah, and nowadays the most of these companies like TCS, Deloitte, Apple, Google,
Yeah,
everybody's
they,
allowing
yeah,
work from home. So
yeah,
you almost kind of get same kind of lifestyle in India.
yeah.
You don't have to worry
In
about a lot
India,
of
in
things.
India, if you are staying in your own, luckily, if you get a job in your hometown, then you'd be having your own house, you'd be having your own car.
Dude, you'll be a king.
Yeah,
You'll be a king on American salary in India.
yeah. Happy if you have those things previously, then with that American salary, it's like you don't know what to do with money. That money you'd be paying lot of taxes.
All right, man. It was nice talking to you, and I hope we can do this again. We shot for like 1 hour 30
Oh my
minutes,
god.
dude. See you soon
Yeah,
again.
thank you
See
so
you
much.
soon again on the podcast.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Uh,
I think it's your birthday, right?
yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, man. I've become old now.
Yeah.
I've become old. I think internally I've become more younger
Yeah,
as I'm growing. My maturity level has gone up.
you've gained a lot of experience doing these podcasts too. I hope this bring in future you would be able to bring bigger people into this doing podcast with you. I would say, oh, my friend is doing, he's my friend. Yeah, I really wanted to say to everyone. So I'm waiting for that.
Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
All right. I'll see you again.
Yeah.